Her smile has launched 1,000 theories, her eyes seem alive. And for over 500 years, this one painting has captivated kings, thieves, and millions of visitors every year. But what if I told you the story of the Mona Lisa is stranger than any myth? A tale of obsession, theft, and genius that forever changed the art world? Tonight we unravel the true story behind the most famous face on Earth. Our story begins in 1503 on the bustling streets of Renaissance Florence. In this thriving city, we meet a woman named Lisa Gherardini. She was not a queen, but the wife of a successful Florentine silk merchant, Francesco del Giocondo. To celebrate the birth of their second son, Francesco decided to commission a portrait of his wife from the most celebrated artist of his time, Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo accepted the commission. The sittings took place. He began his work. But as the months turned into years, the painting remained in his studio. Francesco del Giocondo, the man who paid for it, famously never received it. Why? Leonardo was a perfectionist, often abandoning commissions. But with this portrait, something was different. He kept it with him for years, through Florence to Milan and finally to France. For Leonardo, the portrait had ceased to be a commission. It had become his ultimate artistic and scientific experiment. He was pioneering a technique called sfumato, using dozens of delicate, transparent layers of paint to create a dreamy, smoky look with no hard lines. This is the secret to her magic. When you look at her eyes, the smile in your periphery seems to grow. It's a deliberate optical illusion. He added tiny details, a mysterious landscape, veins of rivers, a subtle asymmetry in her smile. This wasn't just a portrait, it was Leonardo's experiment in immortality. Experts believe Leonardo saw this painting as more than a commission, almost a personal quest to capture life itself. Around 1516, Leonardo moves to France under the patronage of the art-loving King Francis I, bringing the painting along. The king was captivated. After Leonardo's death in 1519, he purchased the painting for the French crown. It hung in Fontainebleau Palace, then later the Palace of Versailles, a prized royal treasure. Eventually, after the French Revolution, it found its permanent home in the Louvre, quietly admired by artists and connoisseurs, but not yet the global icon we know. Then, one hot morning in 1911, the world's greatest masterpiece vanished. A humble Italian carpenter and former Louvre worker named Vincenzo Peruggia hid inside the museum overnight. Wearing a white smock like the staff, he simply lifted the painting off the wall, tucked it under his coat, and walked out. For 2 years the Mona Lisa was missing. Newspapers everywhere exploded with headlines. The investigation was a global media circus. Famous artists like Picasso were even questioned. When Peruggia was finally caught trying to sell it in Florence, he claimed patriotism, believing the painting rightfully belonged in Italy. Paradoxically, the theft turned the Mona Lisa into a celebrity. Millions who'd never heard of it before suddenly had to see it. Conspiracies flourished. Is she Leonardo himself in disguise? A hidden pregnancy? Secret symbols in her eyes? Scientific scans reveal hidden sketches, a slightly different pose, and countless micro-cracks that give the painting its depth. Her enigmatic smile keeps psychologists and artists debating to this day. Look closely and you'll notice her smile changes. Turn away for a second and it almost seems to grow. That's Leonardo's optical magic. Today the Mona Lisa is insured for nearly $1 billion and attracts over 10 million visitors a year. Despite endless theories, the real power lies in the mystery Leonardo left behind. Perhaps that's the secret. The Mona Lisa isn't just Lisa Gherardini, it's the eternal puzzle of art itself. The more we search for answers, the more she smiles.